Welcome to the West Parry Sound District Museum's YouTube channel. Each month, we will talk about a unique artifact from our collection and the history connected to it. Like what you see? Don't forget to like it, share it, and subscribe to our channel. To see more amazing videos, please donate to the West Parry Sound District Museum and check out our website at www.museumontowerhill.com.
Welcome to this month's From the Collection video. To learn more about the history of the Mill Lake Stone Quarry, also known as Hall's Quarry, we have to dive into the history of the Hall family in the Parry Sound District. Richard Rhys Hall was born in England on March 23, 1858, to Edward Hall of England and Edith Slewell of Wales. In 1879, he married Annis Humberstone in Macclesfield, Cheshire, England. Annis was born in November 1852 to William and Sarah Humberstone. On the 1871 census, Annis and her sister Maria are working as household servants in Surrey. Richard and Annis's first child, William H. Hall, was born in Renault, England in 1880. The couple immigrated to Canada only a few years later. At the time of the 1901 census, the family is living in Parry Sound, and they had 4 more children: Edith, Herbert, John, and Annis. In the early 1900s, Richard began operating Mill Lake Stone Quarry, as evidenced by this receipt from December 1907. The quarry was located on the western shore of Mill Lake in lots 24 and 25, Concession 3 of McDougall Township. In 1914, Richard became a Parry Sound Town Councillor and Mayor of Parry Sound from 1919 to 1920. From 1920 to 1923, he was Parry Sound's Member of Provincial Parliament. Historical documents, including the 1921 census, reveal that the Mill Lake Stone Quarry operation had become a family business. Richard and Annis's son, John, also known as Jack, worked as the quarryman and eventually took over the operation. Jack married Eleanor Alice Taylor, the daughter of William and Emily Taylor, on December 27, 1916. On February 15, 1932, Richard Rhys Hall passed away. His passing is noted in the book History of Parry Sound, The Place and the People, by former Parry Sound Mayor Agnes Wing. It states he was a most interesting man, musician, singer, orator, politician. The family continued to mine the granite gneiss, which was used in many fashions, but most often as flagstone and veneer for buildings. Many historical buildings in the town of Parry Sound use these stones, including the courthouse, the Stocky Center, and our very own museum. In 1941, flagstones were sold for 6 cents per square foot, and a building stone was $6 per cord, which was measured by 4 by 4 by 8 feet. A cord is approximately 2.9 tons. 40 years later, a geology report from 1988 states that the quarry face is 35 feet in height and 250 feet long along the north side of a 60-foot hill. 6-foot holes are drilled using jackhammers. The resulting blocks are split with wedges and sledgehammers. Veneer, flagstone, and drywall stone are produced. Prices range from $8 to $14 per ton. By this time, the quarry was being operated by Wilfred John Rhys Hall, also known as Bill. Bill was the son of Jack Hall and Eleanor Alice Taylor, and the grandson of Richard Rhys Hall. He was born in 1917 and had 10 siblings: Perry, George, Alberta, Verna, Ruth, Charles, Herbert, Robert, Harold, Milton, and Annie. On December 3, 1938, he married Dorothy Marguerite Smith. However, less than a year later, Canada entered the Second World War, and like more than 1 million Canadians, Bill enlisted to fight. Later in life, following his grandfather's footsteps, Bill became a Parry Sound Town Councillor from 1970 to 1972, and served as Town Mayor from 1980 to 1985. He passed at Belvedere Heights in September 2010 at age 92. As the quarry was a family-run business, Bill's children all grew up working in the quarry, and after it closed in 2023, they donated artifacts and archival documents from the quarry to help keep this Parry Sound business's long, storied history alive for future generations. If you've enjoyed this video, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and come back each month for more videos looking into the artifacts in our collection.